Hey guys, 29 Marine here, with another video for you. Not sure what to call it necessarily. Decided to do this one. It's 2 in the morning, so if I kind of daze off, or maybe just stop talking, it's because I'm very tired. As you can see, I'm playing DayZ. This time I'm actually going to listen to this afterwards, so that if the game noise is too loud or something retarded like that happens, I can fix it and redo this later. But I wanted to talk about something that's a pretty touchy subject right now, and that is gun control. Now, obviously, we all know what happened in December with those kids in that school. It's like 20 kids or something. Obviously, that's a pretty bad situation. I don't think there's any way you can deny that or say it's not. But I personally believe that banning guns or implementing some weird, harsh gun control is, well, pretty much fucking retarded. And my reasoning for that is because, believe it or not, as crazy as this might sound, criminals and the mentally insane do not follow laws. So, I mean, you can have all the rules you want, the criminals aren't going to follow them. Perfect example being that school. I'm pretty sure, I've never been there, but I'd be willing to bet that it was a gun-free zone. And you look at that crazy, stupid fucking kid went in there and shot all those kids. He obviously didn't care overly too much about the laws in that situation. And banning guns, banning assault rifles in this case, from the public, unless you already have one, and hopefully I haven't even looked to see if there's a grandfather clause. If there's not, there's no way it'll pass through the House and Senate. But either way, trying to do that is just stupid. I don't care what people say. And if this offends you when I say it, then, well, deal with it, because I really don't care. I think it is my rights, based off the Second Amendment, to bear arms. And for those of you that don't know, the Founding Fathers initially put in that amendment not only to protect themselves in the future of the country from possible invasions, because England obviously wasn't too pleased with that at that time, but it was to also protect the people against the possibility of a tyrannical government. If everybody had weapons, it would be much more difficult for the government to take over and to subdue the people and subject them to the things that those people had been subjected to, back in the 1700s, 1600s, all the time before that. I'm sorry if I lag here. For some reason, it seems the trees have cut my frame rate in about half. But anyway, yeah. They gave us that right to defend ourselves against a government that... Is that a tractor? Fucking yeah, that's a tractor. Against a government that was gaining too much power, that was trying to subject its people, and that they wanted to prevent that. Hold on here. Just gotta make sure there's nobody near it. I'll look okay. I think there's a couple other people on the server. Whoa. Oh. Well, he must have hopped off. Alright. My goal is to try to get a helicopter, so I'm going to an airfield. But this will help make it a little bit quicker. Owen is perfect. I love you. So jerry can and a fencing kit. Alright. So that was their original intention. And people's arguments that I've argued with, or that the founding fathers, weren't intending for people to have assault rifles and, all that sort of stuff. And it's like, well, no shit. 200 years ago, they didn't have assault rifles, so of course they're not going to think of those sorts of that sort of weaponry. But they allowed their people to have the best weapons of their time that they were able to have in their homes, and so everybody was on equal ground when it came to that. I have to go almost 3 clicks, Jesus. And so yeah, the people were equal with the government in that regard. They were there to protect it, and they were also there to protect themselves from it. And I just want to make it clear that I'm not for murdering people. I have no intention of murdering people with my weapons. That's not what I do. And for those that think that if you have an assault rifle, you're like a baby killer, like I've heard some weird shit. Like some of my Marine Corps friends that I still talk to on Facebook and stuff, they have some hippie ass friends that I seem to piss off constantly. Whoa. And I've had to apologize to them a bunch of times. Hey, sorry if I pissed off so and so, and they ended up usually defriending that person because they're fucking stupid. Their friend is anyway. But yeah, like I've heard people call people that want assault rifles baby killers. I had a guy the other day that told me that that I'm a redneck that loves my weapons more than I do my kids, which he obviously nailed it. And I have 2 little boys, so he obviously knows what he's talking about. And just weird shit. And I think that sort of argument spawns from people realizing that their argument is moot and that they have no valid argument for law-abiding, mentally sane citizens owning these weapons. Because if you think about it, I don't have exact numbers, but if you consider how many assault rifles are out there currently in the U.S. alone, and you couple that with how many assault rifle deaths happen a year, or mass shootings, or whatever you want to qualify it as, it's insanely low. You'll go years and years without something like that happening, and it's just when someone goes crazy and whatever their issue is, they start deciding to shoot people, then of course people jump on the bandwagon and get all butthurt and all this other shit. And that sort of shit annoys me. They have no valid argument for wanting to have, or for wanting to ban weapons. They just say they want to do it. My main belief is that they're afraid of the weapons. They've never used them. They've never been around them, and so they're automatically terrified. They think that the weapons are just going to go off and kill them the second they're within range. And it's that sort of ignorance that's going to ruin the country. I'm not a huge fan of those in charge of us currently. I don't know who you guys follow, but they're trying to get rid of General Mattis, trying to push him out of his office, the job he currently has right now, which is freaking BS. General Mattis is easily one of the most revered generals of this generation, of this time, and they're trying to get rid of him. And so there's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of things that concern me that have been happening. But when it comes to gun control, I think that they need to crack down on those that are having mental issues, because anything else is just silly. And I had some more arguments for this, but of course I've been drinking Jack straight because I don't have any Coke, and then it's 2 something in the morning. Sorry, pig. Ooh, the airstrip. But I want to hear your guys' opinions. Obviously, if you guys are watching this, chances are you're going to be joining the Marine Corps or just one of the branches, is your plan, once you graduate high school or wherever you're at currently. And I just want to know what your thought is, because I've met Marines who, or not Marines, but I've met people in the military. I've never met a Marine who thinks we should get rid of our weapons, but I've met people in the military who don't think that civilians should have weapons, and obviously that's their belief. I'm not knocking anybody for their beliefs. I think they're wrong, but I'm not going to call them a bad person or something for having those beliefs. It just, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of going into a rant now, but it just amazes me, I guess, the ignorance and the stupidity that people have when they think. I mean, because the main reason is they have nothing against the weapons themselves. They just somehow think that by banning assault rifles, that crimes like this won't happen. And like more or less the same day that the shooting happened there in Connecticut, some crazy asshole in China attacked a bunch of kids with a knife and like stabbed and cut up like 22 kids or something stupid. Like just jacked their shit up. And I don't know if any of them died. I haven't followed the story since, but I mean, to me that just goes to show you that if someone's crazy enough, they're gonna use whatever tools are available to them. And guns just, in my opinion, they protect. They can obviously be used otherwise, but their main goal is to protect. Yeah, I don't know. This whole situation, or this whole topic, tends to frustrate me because I really can't grasp the reasoning, and I've never seen a valid argument. They think that getting rid of assault rifles is going to keep people safe, and it's not. Almost all violent crimes that happen do not involve assault rifles. That's all there is to it. They don't. And this guy crashed a C-130 into some barracks. That seems legit. There's some crashes over there somewhere. Try to get to this airfield because there's usually a helicopter, but there's a ton of people. There's like 30 people on earlier on this server, so chances are all the birds are gone. But I'll go up there. I'll take a look at that. Ooh, someone stashed a car there. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys say. What you think. And I mean, try to refrain if someone comes on here and says no, weapons are bad, blah blah blah. Try and refrain from calling them a douchebag or something. Keep the argument civil, the discussion civil, if at all possible. And there's no tires on this thing. Yeah, some stuff here. Revolver, nah. We'll take the Stanag. I have an M9. Bandage, sure. Now this house pack is smaller, but I wanted to check to see if there's anything in it. Nope. If you guys have ever played this, or if you haven't played this, you need to. It's amazing. Especially when there's a ton of people on, you're just like paranoid the whole time that you're gonna get your ass sniped. Whoa. I will name this tractor after my pug Phil. So this is now Phil. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. I honestly try to get as many opinions about these sort of things as I can, to just really try to understand why people don't, because the majority of people on a lot of these subjects they just hop on the bandwagon, just like when people hop on the bandwagon for teams, in the Super Bowl or college finals and stuff like that. They just it's the cool thing at the moment, and so that's what they're going to give their vote to. I think that's stupid. They don't have any beliefs of their own. But, like I said, if that's what people want to do, then, hey, good for them. And I'll keep this going. There's something else I want to talk about too, which of course I can't remember. Maybe once I get my character out of the tractor here. But as always, if you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to hit me up. The questions kind of faded away as I stopped doing videos, for a while. But I definitely don't want them to. Just because I may not put up a video for a little bit doesn't mean I don't want questions if you have them. I'm just very busy, going to school full time, working nights, and my 2 boys and stuff. So it's just a lot to try to manage and also try to get videos in. So definitely feel free to hit me up. I mean, even if you think the question's stupid or, out of line, I guess, just anything. It really, chances are it's not going to offend me. What the hell is that thing? Oh, it's a goat. Couldn't tell what the hell that was. I'm sure somebody will ask, but yes, I have rifles. Ooh, Mountain Dew. I have a rifle. I have my 45. And I love them, not gonna lie. And just so you know, Mountain Dews are originally in the game were the rarest soda that you could get. More Stanag, yes. Compass, I have a compass. Alright, we're gonna leave Phil down there, and I'm gonna run over to the chopper. I have the volume in the game turned all the way down so that there's hopefully no issues with this video and like you being able to hear me and stuff. So if somebody shoots at me, if someone does log on and shoots at me, I'm gonna have no idea, unless the bullet gets close enough for the little pistol icon on the far right. When you go into combat, that starts blinking, and but the bullets have to be within like a certain distance of you for it to register. So yeah, that'll be a pretty good indicator that I'm probably about to die. But maybe the shooter will suck ass. They have these chopper crashes throughout the games. The ones that are like still burning tend to give a lot better gear for whatever reason. This doesn't look like it has much. It's an M9. M4A1, same thing I have. .240 ammo. Or 249 ammo, rather. Alright, guys. Oh, is there another one? Oh. Holy balls. Does it work? I thought I'd seen, see that white indicator? Oh, there's something in that tree line over there. See the white dots on the left side of my screen? Oh, there's only one now. Hold on. Ooh, there's people here. That might be a player. I'm going to keep recording because I don't want to try to stop and then die a horrible death. Now, I've been drinking a little bit, as I might have mentioned earlier. What the hell? This dot's confusing me. The dot basically shows where there's something, whether it's a helicopter or something, or a person or anything really. And I thought I was alone. Fuck me. And I don't have volume on, so that's not going to end well. I have a feeling I'm going to die horribly. Oh, this thing is jacked. Silence Bison. Take those for any roof cars I come across. So obviously, I don't think this is a fresh spawn, because sometimes, like, they'll spawn, like they obviously have places where they come into the game at, but this, like, you couldn't even fly this out. The blade would smash into this rock. So I think someone was stupid and tried to put it down here. These dots though weird me out. Alright guys, I'm going to cut out here, hopefully not die horribly, and I will see you next time. I'm going to try to get more videos out. If you guys like, as always though, if you have anything in particular that you'd like to learn about, let me know, and I'll try and make that happen for you. I'm going to try to come out with some more, what I call it, Marine Corps knowledge. So like I did the rank structures and stuff. I'm going to try to do more of that, like the general orders and things that I know will be useful for you. But if there's anything that you think you may need to know, hit me up. What the hell is that? Bird or something. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time. Peace.